welcome back, everybody, to episode 4 of YogurtLand. Last time we left off with this wonderful, beautiful castle having been built and finished. We said we were planning to move into the base today for the newest episode. That's going to involve getting ourselves a small starter home or a build or home of some sort inside here, as well as getting ourselves some sheep farm and cow farm and stuff like that. So I think one of the first things I'll do is I'll get the supplies and get ready for the building of the home, and then I'll be back when I'm ready to get the home built. And we're back. So I went ahead and gathered some materials. Luckily, most of the materials I needed I had on hand. Well, at least some of them, like the dark oak and stuff like that. And luckily, the tough black was pretty easy to mine, even though I didn't have a lot of it. It was easy to get a hold of. So we'll go ahead and start building with this palette. I'll go ahead and do a time lapse for you, make it a little bit more enjoyable. That way, you don't have to watch the full process, but you can at least get an idea. I don't know about you, but it's definitely missing something. We have got a couple of them that we can try. We've got the mossy cobble, which it looks okay, but not great. We've got the andesite, which honestly is looking pretty nice if you ask me. And then we've got the stone brick, which I feel blends in a bit too much with that, but still doesn't look too bad. I'm actually kind of liking the andesite right now, not gonna lie. And then we've got this, which definite no. So I think I'm going to go ahead and remove all that, and I'm going to put myself some andesite around the bottom of this to make it look better. And then I think that'll be house done. So let's go ahead and do this real quick. And of course I missed a spot outside. Why wouldn't I? There we are. Let's go ahead and put in the floor. Cool. Alrighty now, and with these last couple of blocks finished, that is the floor. We got one more thing, or a couple more things to do. One, find where we're going to put the windows, and figure out what we're going to do for this door. But we got to go ahead and figure out these windows. I think what I'll do for the entrance windows is we'll go two high, one on the right, one on the left. Put some glass panes in there. And then we'll go ahead and go like this with this window over here. You know what? Because of the way I've designed this, we are going to stick like that, and we're just going to do it too wide. And we're going to do probably something similar over here. Yeah, we're going to go another too wide. And then here, we'll go ahead and do 3 right down the middle. And we'll go ahead and leave this side without a window. Let's go ahead and put some supplies back, since some of them we don't need anymore. And the other supplies that we do still need, we'll go ahead and go grab. I went ahead and tried out some doors, ended up sticking with the bamboo door, put in these windows, these flower boxes, and filled some foliage around the outside, as well as put in the flowers. In a second here, we're going to take care of some terraforming, get rid of some of the stone that's been sitting inside the castle walls, making an eyesore, and then shortly after that, we go ahead and put in some hanging lanterns, just to make the inside of the house look a little bit better, and we also placed down our bed. Something else I did is I added some details to the exterior of the thing just for aesthetic looks. I like it. So, some minor adjustments. I've been playing a little bit since I had gotten sick since the last cut or whatever. I had gotten sick. We had left last you saw with me finishing up this house and doing some minor detail work on the outside of the castle, which is basically just for like if I ever decide to use like arrows and stuff. So we'll do a quick tour because I did move everything in. We do no longer have our chests over by the super smelter. I'll just go ahead and show you guys real quick. We no longer have our chests by the super smelter. Our chests, see, empty. Yep, all moved. So our chests are now moved over this way. You might notice there's some other stuff on our screen as far as the mini-map is concerned. I'll show you some of that in a minute because I also did some other stuff as well besides just moving. Let's go ahead and kill this creeper real quick. Boom. Ooh, I forgot to put my shield on, and boom. That didn't do much. Boom, boom. There we go. That guy's dead. And so let's go ahead and go in here. We'll go ahead and take a quick nap real quick, and then as you can see, we've got all sorts of barrels and stuff. Got it pretty well sorted out. We've got our smelter. This will eventually be cobbled deep slate. We got our cobblestone chest, which is pretty much all full, as you can see. And then you've got this, which I'm not sure what it's going to be for, but I'm guessing it's probably going to be another dirt, and all sorts of stuff. I also did a little bit of mining because I needed a lot of redstone for a project, so just so you're aware, 45 diamonds. We used our Fortune 3 pick. Quite a lot of diamonds, quite a decent bit of diamonds, so I probably won't need to go mining for diamonds anytime soon. And it does mean that I could make some diamond tools, which will probably be useful, significantly useful. But I also did this. Farms. We got a chicken farm, we got our sheep farm, we got our cow farm, and we got our pig farm. For cow, pink for pig, white for sheep, and white for chicken. We also got ourselves a crop farm. I don't know if I have explained this in previous episodes or not, but if you didn't already know, crops grow faster when they're in rows like this, so I grow them in rows to make them grow faster, let them grow faster. So I went ahead and just planted them next to crops like this, so they grow faster. We got ourselves some wheat and beet here as well. We moved our bone meal machine from way over there, gave it a little decoration, made it nice, and I went ahead and made this beautiful farm right here. should be working. We got pumpkins mostly in here for now because I was growing mainly pumpkins, but there are melons. We just have to wait for them to grow up and start producing melons as well. But for sure we have pumpkins in here, which is nice. Pretty decent sized farm. Not huge, but not tiny either. Enough to do what I needed to do. And as you can see, we've got all these cherry trees, which I honestly love. I think this is probably my favorite part about this space is these cherry trees just really, really make the area fit in, really make it feel nice and beautiful and enjoyable. I haven't decided if I'm going to build anything here yet, just because I'm not sure what to build for the exterior of this building. So if you have any ideas on what kind of design I should go for, feel free to comment with concept ideas, and I'll take a look. We also have this, which I'll go ahead and turn this off so that I don't have to keep hearing it go back and forth. We still have the super smelter here. I haven't decided where I'm going to move it, or if I'm going to move it. I'm probably going to wait until I've got some more buildings to build, or got some more buildings built up inside so that I can move it inside. We also still have this out here, which I don't know why I've still got this sitting up here. But, yeah. And we still got this guy sitting right here. So I'll go ahead and move him, just so that he's in a better spot. I don't see why not. We'll just go ahead and boom, 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 boom. Like that. I don't, there's no reason not to. We'll eventually move this guy, and we'll eventually get something taken care of. We'll do a larger version of this in the future, just so that it's useful, and probably make a cactus farm at some point in the future. But that's all future projects. That's nothing I have any concrete plans for. But as you can see on our right hand side, we have the bridge across river and create path to bridge plans. So as you can see, there is no path going into the castle, and it is a shame, the idea that I don't have a bridge built across this river. And I was thinking the perfect spot to build the bridge would be right here. Yes, it's a little off center, but I think that's going to make it nice and quaint. I'm not sure quite what I'm going to do for the design of that, but I think I'm going to keep the bridge colors in line with what we have here. Do some deep slate and some stone block. It makes sense to me. I don't see why not. So I'll go ahead and grab the materials, get ready for that, and I will be back. Now we're back, and of course all of the stuff for the bridge that we're planning to build is inside this chest. This should be more than enough for what we're gonna need. And I mean, it's gonna be going right here. I believe it's gonna be a 5 wide build with a 3 in the middle, and then 1 block on each side of the bridge, and we're gonna be extending it across. I should have plenty of materials for it, and we are gonna put it right here, right in this like longest part, because it'll give me the most room to make it look like the most length for it. So it should be fun. I'll go ahead and get started on building. I'm thinking I might even yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and skip to when it's built. I was thinking about a time lapse, but I don't know, that doesn't seem to be the way the people like it. I mean, if replay mod worked on Forge 1.21, I would do it, but the only 1.21 they have is for fabric. So I'm just gonna go ahead, get this project built. As we see, I've got pretty much everything I'm gonna need, so I will be back when it is done. Okay, so I ran into 2 problems. The first being I have filled up my dirt chest completely during this project, and the second being I'm missing a couple blocks. I'm missing a block right here, I'm missing some chains across the top, I'm missing a couple blocks in between. Yeah, so basically as you can see, I had anvils, which I thought for some reason I was going to be using, but I forgot that that was the second iteration of the build, not the third iteration, which is the one I actually wanted to build. And I say that because I have a creative world where I test out building ideas before I do some stuff sometimes. And yeah, so wasted a whole bunch of iron on anvils I didn't need, and instead need more of this tough block that creates the tough slabs and tough stairs, because I need to create a couple of chiseled tough blocks that I use, that I really like the look of. So I am going to go ahead and just jump down into our mines real quick. Mines, sweet mines. Down we go. And we're here. This is what we're looking for, this tough block. Let's go ahead and get this mined out, shall we? one vein of tough. The rest of our third pickaxe, which was our efficiency 3, unbreaking 3 iron, has been used, and a good chunk of the rest of our diamond pickaxe used up to get that vein. And we have quite the amount of tough block. This should be way more than enough to finish up our sweet little project and leave us enough left over for any future possible projects that might involve it. Anyways, time to go back up, and I will see you back at the top. Oh boy, it's looking a little dark outside. Let's go ahead and take a quick nap. Ah, much better. Alrighty, we are back at the top and back inside our house. Let's go ahead and get these last little bits and pieces crafted up for us here. Go ahead and open this up. Tough block. Now, do I have... Yes, it is. There it is, the chiseled tough. We don't need a ton of it. We just need some of it. So you know what? Let's go ahead and why not? It's a block that I might use in the future. It's a pretty decent block. We'll do 25 of that. The rest of the tough block, we'll just go ahead and put away, if I can find where you even left it. Ah, there you are. Voila. And let's meet you at the bridge. I still think it's missing something. Ah, yes. Much better. We got our lanterns, we got our little chisel blocks, fix a little area right there, and we've got our chains for our railings. Let's go ahead and take a quick walk over this beautiful bridge. Ooh, yes, it feels so good. Go ahead and do a quick fix up on this side, add in just a little marker that it's supposed to be going down to a tough block path. And one of the things I just realized is the nice part about the fact that we have chosen, that we have gathered so much tough block, is in fact the fact that we can use it to make our path. So why don't I go ahead and get an idea for our path going to this gate or this building, and I will be right back when the path is done. And we're back. I've built the path. As you can hear, there's some audio to it. We've got some water running somewhere that makes this audio perfect. You can see there's some water on the edges. Let me just go ahead and show you the path. I worked a little bit, not too long, but I did work a decent bit on it, and I think it is good. It's probably one of my favorite builds I've ever done, or path builds I've ever done. And as you can see, it is a beautiful path. We mixed in a little bit of andesite with some tough block. We added some tough block brick stairs, as well as the standard brick stairs. It looks really nice, adds a little bit of breakage, breaks it up a little bit. I can probably use to add some tough block into this build as well somewhere along the lines eventually. Just break it up, might as well. And oh my gosh, it just looks beautiful. Look at this. And then like the andesite stairs mixed with the tough block stairs. Oh, it just looks so good. It really looks good. I like it. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about this that really looks good, but it really fits with this build. I love the cherry trees that fit in with the color of this build. Originally I thought this was going to look dark and gloomy, but at the same time I think it's really looking nice and pretty, nice and kind of borderline with the trees. I hate to say borderline Japanese, but like the trees has that nice beautiful aesthetic with the dark blacks, and then with the Middle Eastern solid gray tone that you'd see back in like the medieval days. Mixing all those together with these, like, I'd almost say like I feel like this vibes Japanese path block, if that makes sense. A Japanese path with like the way the Japanese roads used to look, or like in animes or TV shows. I mean, American roads might look pretty similar, but we usually did like brick lane and stuff, whereas it was a lot more grappling, I think, in some of the stuff. I could just be completely wrong, but I don't know. It definitely, I feel like it gives a definite Japanese vibe, and I didn't even think about that the whole time building this. I just think it looks beautiful. I think it looks great. I love that sound of running water. It really adds to this, because otherwise this build would be like just completely silent. It would just be no audio whatsoever. And I felt like having this water runoff would work perfect. And like, oh, this little detail right here, I love it. I love it. I don't know if it's like something that you'll notice too much, but I really notice it, and it really adds to the look, because it's like, well, if I'm going to make a runoff path, it might as well look like it's going to run off into here. Now, of course, there's no way it shows that, but you can probably assume it like runs off in and then centers and then goes in, but it's just, is beautiful. And we can probably also continue it in here if we wanted to, and like continue to add runoff and have it run through, but that'll be another time, another thing, because I'm still not sure what the layout is in here, so I don't want to build a road and build a layout inside here until after I've got some other builds built in here. Most important thing is just kind of getting this exterior looking superb. So yeah, no, that build done. It wasn't on, I don't know if it was up and pin, but we'll go ahead and pin it. Build a bridge, cross river, and create path to bridge. Those are kind of my main two goals that I've been working on this last little bit since I'm no longer sick, and I could say with full certainty we pulled that off pretty well. Not sure what the next project's gonna be. I think next major projects are gonna be working on I'd say probably working on getting some more diamond tools, since I have the materials for it. I might get an armor stand or craft an armor stand to put my iron gear up and craft some diamond gear, just so that we have it available to us, since it'll last longer, it is nicer, and it will keep us alive longer. And then I think we'll also work on getting a plan formulated to hide this, I hate to say the word ugly, but relatively ugly looking iron farm. It's not bad, it's just not pretty. I may even come up with a build design so we can get this built underground, because it would not be a bad idea to put it underneath the castle and have a room that we can go down to and access it, and then just have it be a small building up in the castle that represents our iron location. It'd be cool. It's a cool idea, cool concept, but I'll probably have to figure that out before the next episode or during the next episode, whatever it is, because I think, honestly, I'm not sure this is going to be a very long episode this time, judging from the content I have and the recording time that I've put into this, and with me being sick and all, but I kind of just want to get an episode out, and hopefully something that's a bit more enjoyable, something that's a bit more watchable. And yeah, we've got a couple things we got to move, a couple things we got to work on, future projects. But for now, I think we can just go ahead and shift N on our goals list and just delete these off of it. We'll go ahead and add beautify iron farm. I'm probably spelling that wrong, but that's how I'm gonna spell it. And I think beautify an iron farm, and what's another main goal that we can come up with? Beautify iron farm and move slash relocate, probably a better word, slash beautify our other farms. We'll just go contraptions, because that is going to include the auto smelter as well, and we'll go ahead and add relocate to this as well. Might as well add that to the list, because we're not sure if we're going to relocate or just leave it there and beautify it. We'll probably relocate, because I'm really liking the idea of building a building in the center of the castle here, or not center, but off to the corner, off to the side, somewhere in the castle, and having like the actual farm be underground, yet somehow still working. I'll have to figure out exactly how that's going to work. Have to figure out some of the spawn mechanics behind that, so that the iron golem's not spawning in the wrong spot and is actually still actively spawning where it's supposed to. But you know, we'll get that figured out, because I may have to do something to make sure that all of the iron farm, all of the possible spawn locations aren't spawnable, which may mean either going through and putting slabs down in any open space, or just
completely gutting a completely open space so that there's no possible spawn location other than that. But like I said, we'll have to take a look into the spawn mechanics and do all that. But for now, we'll probably leave it off at this episode. So if you guys liked this episode and thought I did an improvement, if you believe I've improved my quality of episode, especially towards the end of this episode, because I know towards the start I still had kind of that old-fashioned vibe to it. I'm still doing time lapses and stuff rather than just jump cuts and plans. But if you liked today's episode, smash that like button, leave a thumbs up and subscribe. And yeah, I hope you guys like this episode. I know I keep saying that a lot, but I really do think I did an improvement and improved on this one. So I'll talk to you guys all later.